everybody, welcome to Just My 2 Cents, and today we will be talking about this screenshot right here. This one right here that is asking for the person to have a master's degree, preferably. However, they're only going to get paid $15.29 an hour. And so when you break all that down, that means that this person is only going to make about $30,000 a year. Meaning that the person, because it's per hour, they have the potential to make more than $30,000 or less than $30,000, but a base of about $30,000 a year. Now, this is unfair. However, this is not uncommon. Matter of fact, I know plenty of people who have master's and doctoral degrees who make about $30,000 a year. And the crazy part about all this is that when you look at these job descriptions nowadays, this is pretty normal. This is pretty normal. Let me break down what a normal job description looks like nowadays. They want you to have a master's degree. They not only want you to have a master's degree, 35 years of experience. Some of them will not pay for you to relocate because, of course, they're always somewhere else, not where you're from. However, if they are from your city, or if they're not from your city, they want you to start in 2 weeks. So you have to pack up all your stuff and do all this other stuff, and they're not even providing you relocation fees, and they want you to start in 2 weeks, but they want you to have a master's degree, 3 to 5 years of experience, and they only want to pay you $30,000. I think we have pretty much talked about the whole foundation and premise and stuff. And so this is my opinion on this. This is completely unfair. However, a lot of places are getting away with this. They're getting away with this because a lot of times people right now, people really need jobs. A lot of people that have higher education, and higher education is not yielding the type of results that a lot of us who went to school thought that it would. We automatically assume that, okay, well, if we come out of school with a bachelor's degree, we'll make about $35,000 to start off. And then within 2 or 3 years, we might make 40. And then we might go back to school, get our master's degree, come out making 45, 50, maybe 60 eventually. And then if we go ahead and get that doctoral degree, we'll be making $70,000, $80,000, and we'll just be living comfortably. I think that this job description and others really show that there's a disconnect between what people are telling their kids when they're young compared to what's really happening when they actually graduate from college. Because when you're young, they always tell you, well, you know, we really want you to go to college and get a really good education because it's going to help you in the long run, which I'm not going to lie, it has definitely helped me. However, I've seen where other people, it's really been a dissatisfying experience. I really hate to say that, but it really has, because they have all these student loans and they have a job that only pays them $30,000 or less a year. And that's the amount of their degree. Like, that's how much student loans they took out, $30,000 just to get a bachelor's degree. And they're only getting paid $30,000. And now student loan people are saying, hey, we need our money back. But also their apartment people are like, hey, we need money for rent. And the utility people are needing money, and the cell phone people, and the grocery store, because I guess you might want to eat every now and again. But still, it's like, wow. You know, this is the reality for some people. So you can imagine having 2 degrees that probably cost about, you know, this amount of money, what, $60,000 when you add, you know, 30 and 30 together. And then only making $30,000, like, come on. Like, who can really live during this time? And so this is why it's very important. I always tell people, when you're going to school, make sure that you're going to school for something that you really love. Even though, you know, you might want to go for something that your parents don't want you to go for. Go to a college where you really love. But not only that, but study something, even if you can't go to that college that you really love, so that you can be in a position once you graduate to have a degree that you are proud of. Because I've seen it where people, they graduate with these degrees that they hate. Like this one person I know, sweet person, sweet person, but she went to college and they pretty much lied to her. And because of that, she hates her degree. Like, she hates her degree. And she refuses to talk to anybody else from that school. And so it has really been a dissatisfying experience to her. And she's talking about, like, how you know, $15.29, I'm pretty sure she would have loved to have made $15.29, but she was making like $10, $11 an hour. And, you know, a lot of times people who say, well, you know, well, $10, $11 an hour, that's only for somebody who has, you know, a high school diploma. Now, this is for people who have bachelor's degrees and stuff now. This is for people who have master's degrees and doctoral degrees and all these degrees and letters behind their name, but they making only this amount of money. And I'm pretty sure it's somebody who's going to listen to this video and going to say, well, you shouldn't go out and get all these degrees without making sure that it's going to be a good return on investment. Like, nobody knows. Like, it's a whole bunch of people who have business degrees and they think they're going to be the next person on Wall Street. But because of all these other things that's going on in the world, you're sitting at home now typing on your computer trying to figure out how can you work from home, because you never know how the economy or society is going to shift in your favor or not in your favor. So it's a lot of stuff going on. If you're somebody who is in this position where you see that the master's degree is required, but they're only going to pay you $30,000, my advice to you, especially if you don't have any other opportunities, take the job. Y'all, you know, forget what people on the internet say, because the people on the internet, they're not going to pay your bills. Let's just be frank. Like, if you're not listening to like a career coach on the internet or some type of professional development person on the internet or somebody who can help you save money, then you don't really need to listen to all these other people, especially people on social media who probably are sleeping on the floor with a raggedy pillow with some moth-eating blanket, and they driving a 1992 Honda that have to crank up because they kick it 3 or 4 times and the tires and stuff on it not good. You don't need to be listening to those people. Yeah, because, you know, you see they got all the makeup and they got all this like aesthetics and stuff in their pictures and stuff. Don't listen to them. If they're not here to provide you any type of career coaching, counseling, financial advice or something, don't listen to them. Forget the people in the comments, because they probably following those people up and bills years and years and years behind. So my advice, listen to yourself, take that job. $30,000, I'm gonna tell you, is better than nothing. $30,000 is better than bringing in nothing. And I'm gonna say it one more time. $30,000 is better than nothing, because I'm telling you, when the bills and stuff roll around, it's better for you to be able to pay your bills and still have a little something, probably, hopefully, that you can live off of, rather than always having to say, man, you know, this money's been hard. Go ahead and take the job, get the experience, and then from there, go and always be looking for a better opportunity. I always look for a better opportunity. I tell people all the time, when I get a job, you know, and this is no tea or shade to anybody if you on my job and you listen to this, but I always try to get as much experience as possible, because I know that this is just a stepping stone for me to go somewhere else. If you're not paying me what I want to eventually be paid, which, you know, you should always want to get paid more, because the more you learn, the more experience you have, the better your education and stuff is, the more it's supposed to make you, what do they call it? It's supposed to make you more profitable in a sense. And so it's also to make you more, you know, like, hey, this is what I have to offer you. What do you have to offer me? Like, this is how you want to present yourself. And so, of course, you know, if this is you right now having $30,000 with a master's degree, go ahead, take the job, get as much experience as you can, do as much career development as you can, try to become a master at that job within a year or two. I know the first couple of months or the first year it can be hard, but especially by the second year, be a master in what you're doing. Be somebody where it's like, oh my gosh, we need such and such to come. We need such and such and such. We need such and such. Where people are looking at you as an expert. That way, when a career opportunity opens up in that job that pays more, they're looking at you because like, oh my gosh, like we really need this person. Or they're saying, well, you know, we don't want you to leave if you do find another job somewhere. And they're saying, well, we don't want you to leave, so we're going to give you $10,000, $20,000 more dollars and make you a manager or make you a unit director or whatever it might be. You want to be that good at that job. Now, if they don't offer you anything and they're like, okay, well, thank you for your stuff, chuck up the deuces, then you should already have something else lined up after those 2 years where it's like, it's paying more than $30,000 and where it's actually making sure that you're getting paid, hopefully, for your degree. Now, sometimes, like I said, you know, it's just stuff, it happens, and we get caught up in stuff that's outside of our control. whether it's, you know, stuff that's happening with society, you know, looking at COVID-19 and stuff, or it's the economy, you know, people talking about the implications of COVID-19 on the economy, you know, even a year or two after things, you know, probably settle down, then that's outside of your control. So just work with what you have until a better opportunity comes. So that's why I really just got in here today, y'all. Just talk about, like, don't let people clown you based on this meme right here, because it's people really out here, like, doing fantastic work with a master's degree, making $30,000. The only thing is, I would tell you, if you are in that position, don't get complacent. I didn't get complacent. I said, I'm going to get as much experience as possible while I'm in this position. So when another opportunity comes up that I really love, I really enjoy, and it pays me what I believe I should get paid for, I say I'm out of here. And that is exactly what I did. So until next time, like, share, subscribe. Let's have a discussion below. And don't let the people on the internet try to play you, y'all. Don't let them play you, because like I said, they probably living in somebody's closet on a pallet with some dusty, rusty blanket, and they're trying to play people who got this. Enjoy your education. You got it because it's going to better you. Enjoy that job because it's going to give you the experience that you need so you can become their manager. But anyway, we going to start with all the shade and all this other stuff. And like I said, like, share, subscribe, comment below. And until next time.